Hi, Commissioner.
Hello, sir.
Long Island is the home of the most traffic in the state, and the southern state is the most, I don't want to say highly trafficked, but it certainly is the most traffic of the roads that we have. And there are two specific projects that I would really like DOT to focus on with respect to the southern state that are in really want of appearing on a capital plan, whether that's a 5-year plan or a 2-year plan or any plan that really calls out for it. The first is an exit where I and Senator John Brooks kind of revolve around, called Eagle Avenue at exit 18. And it's a very dangerous section where there have been many notable accidents because you come over a rise right before a turn. And what that means is you can't see the traffic stopped in front of you right under a low overpass. So there have been real treacherous accidents there. And it's also really backed up with traffic. So at least a study helping us figure out what the options at that particular area are, I think would be worthwhile. But it should be one of the main focuses of the DOT going forward. Every day, regardless of the weather, Long Islanders sit in traffic on the southern state, and that particular area is a real bottleneck and also danger. So I really appreciate you looking into that. Also, whether you're traveling on the Meadowbrook in the southern state, the interchanges from one to the other also create huge backups at rush hour, and expanding the off-ramps and expanding the routes from the Meadowbrook to the southern state and the southern state to the Meadowbrook, I think are worthy of exploration. It would make Long Islanders' lives better each day. One other point that I think is worth exploring is the Loop Parkway drawbridge that was built in the Depression, I believe, and is one of the few drawbridges that still, in certain months, will go up, creating large amounts of traffic so that marine traffic can go through it. And it's quite old and has to be repaired. It was, the whole entire parkway was shut down for large periods of time last year, so new equipment could be put in. It seems to me that having, at least studying whether a drawbridge is necessary there would be something that's worthwhile and could save a lot of time to have, as much as we appreciate our fishermen and our marine traffic, which must go through, to have hundreds of drivers sitting so one boat can go through for 10 minutes seems to me to be a relic from an older era, and I'm wondering if that's something you've thought about or have looked into.
Well, thank you for your questions. You and I have had a chance to sit down and talk about some of these projects, and I recognize that there are, especially with regard to the drawbridge, it's very, very old indeed, and it serves the community in a very unique way, in the sense that it is the only piece of infrastructure there. But that said, I'm happy to, I understand what you're saying about the 3 projects. Happy to do some additional work on them and make sure that we've considered all the alternatives to see how we can best address them.
I appreciate it. As some, Nassau Expressway 878 is a major project you undertook and I think is about to be completed.
Yes.
See Commissioner Driscoll up there who helped start it. Thank you for helping to finish it or getting very close to finishing it. That aside, I do think that there is a general feeling on Long Island that the amount of driving, the amount of traffic that we have, the amount of regional significant projects we think are worthwhile are not always reflected and not currently reflected in the DOT's plans, and we'd love for you to come check them out, look at what they are, and I think you'll find that they're worthwhile in terms of the amount of people they'll help, traffic they'll ease, and lives they'll save, and I hope you'll work with me and the rest of our delegation in helping to achieve that.
Thank you. I think that the Nassau Expressway project in particular is very demonstrative of the level of good work that can be done that has huge benefits, not just for purposes of traffic and moving people, but the resilience factor alone. That project has it built in for innumerable measures, and that gets to the overall climate goals that we're all trying to achieve by hardening our infrastructure. So we'd be happy to meet with you in your district and actually look at some of these projects.
Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome.